All right, I want to talk about the perversedness of the matriarchy and patriarchy as well. Seems like there's a war going on between the genders. The old order of patriarchs and the old order of matriarchs has really corrupted itself. I think the women probably more than the men. I think the men are somewhat more able to, as they say, dust themselves off, okay, and get themselves together. The women, I think, are rebellious. They don't want to let go of rights as far as the planet goes, okay? Because they could keep creating their clay dolls, thinking that they could lay some type of claim to these bodies, okay? These bodies of dust. So what they're doing is raising up Christ. You're not even aware of that. So they could turn idols out of gold, silver, bronze, iron, clay perhaps. And I think they're trying to get rid of some of us. There's no need for us. But yeah, I mean, don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. I think fear is what these entities play upon. Um, how much are you willing to risk to be free and not be under the yoke of this old order? I don't worship the women. There are some wicked ass women that I think need to go. They need to get locked up, or get destroyed altogether. I don't fancy them either. So that's why I don't fear them. I think there's enough good in existence by the source that they're trying to keep us away from. I'm willing to risk it all to get rid of the old order and the new one coming up. I'm willing to stand alone and stand by myself and away from these abominable creatures that who knows what they are. I don't care what they call themselves, gods, goddesses, divine, non-divine. If they don't tell me the truth as far as what they're doing, what they plan to do, who they are, what their capabilities are, I really don't care, you see. I really don't care. And I don't want to be around these entities in existence either, because they're going to continue in this way. So, hey, if you don't like me, go on with your agenda, because I don't agree with your ways. And your ways are outdated. You guys are a thing of the past, has-beens. They need to step onto the side. I don't even want your torch. I don't even want to be on the top of your pyramid. Just step to the side. Move your little duality, okay? Move your little coin of duality, two sides of the same coin, as they say. And let me on up to the source so I could get some real teaching, some real information, some real wisdom. Not all this garbage that is down here. If you guys want to kill each other, destroy each other, then go ahead, do that. But leave me out of this, okay? As far as my people go, I don't even know who I could identify with at this point. I do believe in a source of creation. I do believe in divine intervention and upright beings, but I don't see that here in this matrix, this diamond. I don't even think I'm from this diamond as well, but I don't know. Anyways, I find it hard to believe that you got powerful entities in the eternal realms that can't, come down and take care of business once and for all. Maybe they can, maybe they don't. They don't want to. Maybe they're holding out for humanity to go back up, so these other has-been old farts don't have to get destroyed. But either way, they're gonna have to fade out. They're gonna die either way. So what are you gonna do? I mean, you don't want to get your hands dirty. I understand, but it's gonna happen eventually. So these entities are corrupt. So we're gonna see them, fade out at some point, either here or in the eternal realms. The thing is, I can't go to the eternal realms because I don't know what I need to do to get there or who I need to fall under. You see, I'm guessing just go the mile, go 2 miles, like the scripture says. Those that compel you to go a mile, go with them too. Maybe the lanes will start clearing up once these entities fade out, whatever happens to them. I'm guessing some of them probably think that they never have to enter Sheol, the underworld, because they've never been there. Maybe that's what they need. Maybe that's what's going to happen to them. That's what I read in the Gnostic text, that some of these entities that thought they never get punished in such a way, we'll be punished at some point. Maybe that's what they're trying to avoid. Because a lot of them are cowards. So, anyways, don't mind the unclean spirits. You know how they jump into these negative vessels, these reprobates that were seated here with some of us. We had to come through some of them to kind of, 007, shh, but don't say nothing. Yeah, even some of our own family members, man, not even real family. They represent a whole nother side. We just kind of came through to, report back to the higher ups, those that are higher than them. Anyways, yeah, they look human. They might not even be human, or just not have a soul that's human in nature. It's more of a Flintstone type of soul, you see, brutish, outdated. Anyways, yeah, like I was saying, there's so much deception in these end times. The reason these old heads are involved in the deception, and they got their little young underlings, they're only serving them because they're looking for a payout, you see. They're hoping to get rewarded. They ain't going to get nothing, you see. A lot of them are in it just for the wrong reasons, for the wealth. They don't give a damn about their health. They figure, oh, I'm divine, I should be okay. But until they start looking in the mirror and see, like, damn, you see something's up here. You see, they're like, man, maybe I should, chill out a little bit because something's affecting me. They don't realize that what's affecting them, it's a curse. They're being taxed life essence for all the harm they've done to humanity, their own and others, And like I said, they bite the apple, and they think that they're all that is in existence. You see, they lose it, and that's because they're not human. These Anglos, they're just not human. They're just not. They can't function properly. You see, that's why they're looking for minds in these end times, because they're losing their mind. They lost their mind or their soul, right? And they're trying to do whatever they can to, break our electrolytes, right, of our brains, and not have us form any thoughts and manifest anything positive in our lives. That's why they're attacking our minds. They're looking for minds, or souls, emotions. But it seems like the more they try, they might succeed for a little bit, and then the light bulb goes back on, boom. So they're gonna keep trying to their last breath. And let them try, you see. They put themselves in this position. This is what they did to themselves, thinking, nothing was going to happen to them when they were, high and mighty. And it took maybe, who knows, a lot of 1,000 years for them to finally realize, like, damn, man, I could die. But, whoever gave him this power, whoever put him in power, that's who's responsible. I'm never going to put idiots in power. Scripture says he puts no trust in his angels, and he shouldn't trust any of his angels. Because we've seen that they're malicious, you see. Some more than others, I think. Yeah, anyways. That's all I wanted to talk about. I'm going to keep it short. There's a lot of stuff I want to say, okay? The end times war, I think, is humans versus angels. That's what you got going on. Anybody that is serving another god, like any angel that is serving another angel, they're the problem. If any angel is not serving the Savior, the source, because there is a source, there is an extension, anybody that's not serving him, or it, or whatever it is, or that couple, the father, the mother, the child, or even the high, like say you just got a source and the extension doesn't have any consort or nothing like that, no kids, and then you have another source that has father, mother, son, daughter. Okay, so all these higher ups that represent different things. Anybody that is not down with that any angel that is serving another angel and that type of stuff, you need to watch out for them. Any rogue angels that have their own agenda, you need to watch out for them. They want to make it seem like I'm a rogue angel just because they're confusing me. I don't know what's going on, but I'm looking to connect with my source or the others too. And the retarded angels are determined to keep us away from that source. They know who they are, you see. It has to do with Gaia, Olympus, Cronus, Rhea, Titans, that type of stuff. This whole lane is corrupt and needs to go, and it is going. A lot of them are aging. So once you take the head, everything falls down. Take care of the head, the rest of the body falls. You see. So I'm here to clean up this lane. I don't know what's going on in the black lane. Maybe there's not a lot of cleanup that needs to be done there with the melanated brothers. I'm sure maybe a few here and there. There's a couple of them probably that need to be cleaned up. I know black people always like to stay together, this, that, and the other, but even there, you still got to clean up some of them there. I'm not going to say all of them, but yeah, I would say like maybe a third of them maybe have to go. Not physically. I'm not about harm. You just let them, love them to their final breath, as they say. You just love them. Yeah, don't expect any help from the wicked, okay? Don't expect any help from the wicked. It's a shame that a lot of the white Gentile Edomites have to go, you see. So what you got going on in the end times is kind of like a spiritual thing. It's Anglos versus humans. And you got white beings versus melanated beings, okay? Like your browns, blacks, chocolate looking, you know what I mean. So that's what it is. It transcends on different levels, and all this. I'm not going to say all white people are bad, but, we'll see which one of them are left standing once the dust settles. But a lot of them, man, they're willing to protect their wicked king, whoever that is, you see. So I'm all about uprightness, justice, no deception. I'm not about cowardice. If these entities think that they could outsmart us and outwit us, then let them, you see. I think there's too many melanated beings. It's like it's 2 to 1, right? So you got two different, maybe 3 to 1. If you count like the Hispanics, Native Americans, black people, and even melanated Asians, right? Shem. So you got like they're outnumbered in that sense. You see what I'm saying? So there's various different melanated races that are against the white people. White people, what they're using is a psychological warfare, mind control, technology. And what they want to do is get you to enslave yourself, go support their system. When trust me, you're better off separating yourself from their system, you see? Even if you got to start all over again. Because, yeah, you don't want to get back on them. They're not going to change. So, the way they think is it's either you or me. That's what they're thinking. They're built different, you see. It's in their nature to be that way. So it's in your best interest to resist and persist. And no matter how bad things get, you just stand apart, okay? Stand apart, stand alone. Once a couple of their heads start going out, they'll see even that their most intelligent and most empowered one will have to eventually need help and will have to come to you for help. And then you know how they operate, so then bang, you got them. The closer they get to you, that's what you want. You want them to come. They're coming forward. Let them come down the pipe. Suck them in. And they think they're getting to you by getting close to you. No. You got other beings that are overseeing this, that they want the good forces. They will want these wicked ones to get close to you so they can see them as well. You see, and they can see an opening and bang. You see, the Most High is the chess player too. You got other higher entities. So, I mean, yeah, you have sympathy for these Gentile Edomites that are going extinct. Yeah, I do, but you can't trust them. You see, it's like a child. You just don't trust a child to drive a car, right? You don't trust a child with money. You don't trust a child with certain property of yours, certain persons, to be around certain persons. You just don't trust them. And that's why they call these Gentile Edomites baby loons, okay? They're not even human. Even though they appear in human form, they got their origin DNA is angelic. So they call them baby loons because they're babies. They look grown on the outside. They look like mature, like damn, but their thinking is that of children. You see, children. And when you give children too much power, what happens? You have a mess in your hands. Look at the earth. You see. So anybody that wants to make agreements with these entities, you're going to keep things repeating themselves, and that's up to you. You only have yourself to blame. So anyways, that's why I let things play out, you see. Whatever will be, will be. Whatever is meant to be, shall be. You just keep being. Keep doing you without harming others, without standing in the way of others. I don't think some of these idiots mean to be the way they are. They're just like I said, they have a Flintstone mentality. That's why they call them cavemen, Mount Seir dwellers. They have a brutish caveman-like mindset. And it gets worse when you give them ability, talent, power, and technology. Well, if they have a caveman-like mentality and kind of primitive, what do you think is going to happen? They're going to treat all this fancy stuff in a primitive way towards others. Or maybe even themselves at times, so I don't know. So anyways, yeah, I'm kind of slandering them, right? Sneak dissing. Yeah, because they need to be addressed, man. They don't listen. The whole thing is fudged up, man. Look what they did to the Bible. Look what they did to the earth. Look what they did to the cosmos. Look what they're doing to the eternal realms. What it is the black people, they have the strength, but they're easily manipulated, just like some of us can be. So they're snakes, they could get to you mentally and emotionally, so they could accomplish their agenda. So you can't do it on straight and alone. You got to be strong physically and mentally. You see what I'm saying? To deal with them, you need muscle, and that's what they do. That's why they train theirs to be strong. You see, they got weaponry and everything. So it's a war on all levels, man. The cosmos, the earth, hell, heaven. I mean, the whole diamond, everywhere. So what they fear is that somebody from the melanated races that is opposed to their agenda and old order will rise to power and be able to knock them off. That's why they leave behind heirs to the throne, you see, Gentiles, that type of stuff. They're just wicked, man. Jacob and Esau, Jacob, we represent a different conscience, different ideologies. These other idiots represent evil, wickedness, okay? So that's why I believe that the Creator, whatever anointed one, is supposed to come in these end times, wants to clean their clock once and for all. There's different ways to do this. You don't have to do it like they do. Get your hands dirty. That's one way. Or you could do it a sneakier way than them. Like I said, just look in the mirror and look what's happening to you. You see? They're like, man, what the... And I'll tell you what it is. It's just the evil. The source is sucking the source out of them because their balance is off. So if that's the only way he could tax them, then that's what he's gonna do. You see? So once the heads start going off, then whatever's left of them, their children, they're a threat, but little to no threat at all. Like Crazy Bone said. These other lanes, the threat they pose is none. No, they don't pose a big threat, but right now they're trying to raise up somebody to take their place. So they want to vilify somebody and leave the little tyrant there, you see. And I think they're trying to do that with me, but I don't represent them. I don't like them. But I'm not as arrogant as some of these Hamites thinking that, nothing can happen to me. No, you could, I mean, just because you got your little pyramid built to 280 million or however high you think that it is. You never know what could happen to you, too. That's the arrogance, too. Like, you're another Babylonian. Remember the scriptures, but Babylon, Mount Seir could represent, you don't know. It could be you. You could end up becoming these Babylons, Though your habitation is on high, however high you think you are, Kemet. From there you will be brought down. Who says in your heart or in your mind, who shall bring me down, you see? You could turn into the bad guy if you don't watch it. Don't ask me how. Might take a long time, but before you know it, your ass is like, wait a minute, you were joining hand in hand with them, were you not? So, I mean, just because Kemet is stronger and a little more advanced than them doesn't mean that, the source can't get to you either. It can. Maybe you just not now. It's not manifesting now, but But if it doesn't happen, if you don't see that, it's because you're doing something right. You're keeping a just balance, or you're more on the good side than on the light side. You're investing, you see. You're helping. Well, Kemet, if you know when to help, it's like, I gotta help because I don't want this to happen to me. Then that means you're playing the game right, you see. You got power. You might not have what they have, but you're like, okay, I'm gonna use my little bit of time, whatever I got, for good, so I could be okay. But these other Gentile Edomites, they got the trinkets, right, the wealth, but they're wicked. They're not gonna use their help. They're not blah blah blah. They're all about themselves. So that's why they're fading out. They're dying out because their balance is off. So it's just their ways of being, their ill ways of being, who they are inside, is destroying them inside out. So that's why they need to parasite off of people like you and I, you see, the upright. And that's why they want to get close to you. It's not because they want to help you. They don't give a damn about you, you know. And the black people, they want to get close to you because they want to brainwash you so you can serve them. You know, just because you have the strength, unlimited energy, they want to trick your dumbasses into to being their slaves. You don't have to prove anything to them. If you got all that strength, maybe you got, do it for yourself, Just, nobody needs to tell you anything, you see. Those with the strength, if you're operating in uprightness, you don't have to serve their system. You can do it to for here and there purposes to you spiritually advance. You know how to play it. You know how the game goes. Kemet's not stupid. I mean, you could try to help and love these other lanes, but ultimately, if they don't want to tell you the truth, if they don't want to be honest, they're playing keep away with information, they just don't want to help, then they're only hurting themselves, you see. I don't know everything, so I can only share with you what I know. I don't got much, so I can't share much with you. But if I did, then the test will be, then therein lies the test, I hope this whole thing gets resolved, but you can't change who these entities have become or were created to be, you see. And the thing is, you try to get away from them, they follow you everywhere. They're always following me. They're always following me. They're always following me. I don't know why they're following me. I got nothing they have. I don't know what they're hoping to do to me or what they think I could do for them. They're just following me around, man. Just following me. They won't leave me alone. And it's like, man, just can't, It's like, do you really need entities like that in existence, you see? Man, this is sad. I need to get out of here, man. I can't stay behind but then again, I can't go up to heaven and be right there with them too. You see what I'm saying? It's done. It's a damaged relationship, you see? So whether I'm above or below, it's a done deal. There's nothing left, but to separate, you see? That's what the end times are about, separating, you see? As sad as that is, it is what it is. They don't owe me anything. I don't owe them anything. So I'm just trying to connect to my source, my overseer, or whoever I belong to. And that's it. If they don't want to let go, they're only hurting themselves in the end either way. So it is what it is. You have compassion and sympathy for them, but I believe that the test, only they could help themselves, you see. If they know all the information they need to know, they have the tools, only they could help themselves. But they're too worried about oppressing you and keeping you down that they're losing sight that they need to focus on themselves instead of trying to stop your ascension process, you see. I don't know what they see. I don't have a crystal ball. I don't have technology. I'm not playing with timelines, this, that, and the other, so I think they're just desperate at this point. Ever since 2012, they've been doing whatever they can to figure out how to get out of the situation that they're in. And they want to have you fulfill certain Bible prophecy that would endanger some of the heads, the patriarchs. That's why I keep telling people, be careful with the 66 book canon Bible. It all backfires. Their intentions are bad. It's all going to backfire on them either way. Doesn't matter what they try. They're going to end up getting themselves in even tighter positions. So they're done either way as far as I'm concerned. They don't want you to live a happy lifestyle. They don't want you to be happy, this, that, and the other, and live a blessed life. They just want to keep going with their stupid religious mindsets and their stupid little creeds that may or may not mean anything. Yeah, I don't know what to tell you. They want to control the matrix, what manifests, this, that, and the other. That's why I don't even get involved. I don't even pay too much attention to the storylines, the scenarios that they draw and come up with. I rather do nothing than allow myself to get sucked into the little movies, as they say, the little life movies or Matrix movies. I'd rather learn about them so I know what to do and how to deal with them. You see what I'm saying? Yeah. And a lot of them get themselves in trouble because they just don't know when to stop. You see, they're innocent in a certain way. Their curiosity is innocent. They're so infatuated with some of us humans. I don't know why. You see, it's like they hate us and love us at the same time. You see, it's like they consider us nothing, but at the same time they want to mate with us. You see. That's why I keep saying opposites attract. You see, maybe it's just a sexual thing. It's just an external thing. Like if you take sex, take procreation, put it to the side. There's probably more warring and hate. You see, there's not much love. You see, but it don't work like that. You see what I'm saying? That's why I want nothing to do with that procreation. That's all marks of the beast. You see, that's all their stuff, sex and everything. So we need to forsake all these things, renounce them, pass by, and just get out of here. All right. As far as getting divine goes, I don't even know what route to take in regards to that. I heard there's different routes, but yeah, it sucks right now. As long as these overseeing entities that they're overseeing us for now, things are gonna be always like this. You're not gonna be 100% satisfied. You're not gonna always be content. You're gonna have a lot of disruptive frequencies within you and around you until the old order, these old heads are kind of, replaced with the new generation or whatever children you're trying to sire, and this, that, and the other. But even then, I wonder, will things continue the same, or will they be different? Will they be better? I don't know. Time will tell. So anyways, I'm done here. Till next time, shalom.